Hi everyone, my name is Nino and I will give a presentation on application of graphical user interface in photovoltaic technology a review. So first for the introduction, solar energy has the ability to meet all future energy needs if employed correctly. Solar panels are extremely tough and can endure even the most extreme weather conditions including hail up to 1 inch in diameter. PV energy are a produced product and they have an environmental impact just like any other building process, from the substances needed to make the panels to transit or even beyond. A graphical user interface is a visual representation of communication that allows the user to engage with the machine more easily. It is a typical user interface that contains graphical representations such as buttons and icons. And communication can be accomplished by interacting with these icons rather than the more traditional text-based or command-based methods. First is for the PV technology. Electrical power, which is now a basic requirement, plays a critical part in a country's economic development. The comparison of central inverter and microinverter systems integrated with PV generating systems was separated into three conditions, which is normal, partial shade, and dusting. So the authors have implemented the fluctuation of radiation versus time graph under normal conditions. Next, a photovoltaic module can serve as a reference cell for solar energy generating capability and agrivoltaic potential in the installation region in addition to delivering power. We have concluded that agrivoltaics, or the founder of harvest and solar panels, is gaining popularity. Then the shift to renewable energy and low carbon emissions has been a worldwide concern due to the increasing scarcity of fossil fuels and the deterioration of the atmosphere. The amount of PV power generated has increased by 3.11%. As per the research on electric mobility, the findings show that the understanding and prior experience with electric vehicles have a positive impact on tendency toward electric tractors, and that the utility of electric tractors lessens with respect to family farms and environmental propensity as monthly costs involved between tractors increase. Renewable energy sources that are green and non-polluting such as hydroelectricity are becoming more popular. Except for the solar panels, the balance of system contains all photovoltaic system components. The subsystem's primary energy consumption concern is charging, which is accomplished by the use of photovoltaic electricity. Various sorts of semi-transparent PV modules based on crystalline silicon, thin film, and cadmium telluride, dye-synthesized solar cells, organic PVs, and crystalline phases, as well as novel technologies of concentrating PVs and luminescent solar concentrators have found out due to the absorption characteristics, semi-transparent OPV cells have piqued attention as a way to supplement the spectrum light requirements for plant development. For nearly a decade, micro-renewable energy systems such as photovoltaic systems have been the focus of considerable research, but throughout that time, the focus has rarely switched to adoption issues and consumption. The research backs up the VBN model, claiming that customers' attitudes, subjective norms, perceived behavior control, and personal factors moderate the link, leading to their environmental concern over PV implementation. Then, smart grids or smart systems are promising, presenting numerous benefits and problems, such as in the construction industry, which offers an increasing market and is transforming communities. It has been concluded that the photovoltaic systems show studies of smart grids with PV systems identified several key points, including the adoption of specific service, reduction in peak energy demand, development of two-way communication, real-time control, cybersecurity, standardization, PVs with water heaters, encouragement of BI, BIPV or smart grid configurations, and estimation of the systems in various regions. The module which is made of crystalline silicon waste management technology dominates the PV market. and PV trash has traditionally been deposited and processed into landfills throughout the world, and during the decomposition process in landfills, dangerous chemicals can leach into the ground, contaminating groundwater and the ecosystem. Without a quick policy shift from the promotion of new PV installations to life cycle management of photovoltaic assets, the world would soon be in a situation similar to the current single-use plastic catastrophe. So, conventional energy is a non-renewable source of energy derived from unstable and diminishing natural reserves containing natural gas, fossil fuels, petroleum oil, coal, or nuclear energy. Wind and solar energy will dominate among the many renewable energy choices, contributing 24% and 19% to the power industry, respectively, by 2050. Each step of multiple effect distillation consists of a low compression vessel or chamber where salt water is dispersed over the heating tube bundles. For standalone desalination in remote regions, a photovoltaic thermal, which is a dehumidification system, would be a superior solution. Countries are putting increased emphasis on decreasing greenhouse gas emissions by shifting away from fossil fuel-based electricity generation and toward renewable energy generation, thereby leading to the generation of sustainable energy. And the wide variety of water flow rates and low solar radiation intensity limit the use of photovoltaic thermal collectors. In recent years, a significant electrification process of the most remote rural villages with decentralized clean energy has been growing in the Latin American and Caribbean region, where PV energy stood out for its features of autonomy and continuous cost savings. Then the household variables, such as entrepreneurial acumen in family members, ethnic profile, social and economic concerns, all increase the possibility of choosing solar photovoltaic technology over other accessible micro-technology, according to the research. Despite the availability of various micro-technology, different driving forces and impediments are responsible for the adoption of SPV technology in Indian households. Next is for application of GUI in PV technology. Electrical power, which is now a basic requirement, plays a critical part in a country's economic development. The comparison of central inverter and microinverter systems integrated with PV generating systems was separated into three conditions, which is normal, partial shade, and dusting. So they have implemented the fluctuation of irradiation versus time graph under normal conditions. With rising worries about air pollution and global warming, clean renewable energy sources are projected to play a larger or more vital part in future global development. They have implemented the graph of power voltage characteristics at various isolations. So the maximum power point tracking utilizing measured power meters will increase the solar panel performed in GUI. The manual operation of such an electrical system necessitates a large number of people, which raises the total cost, and making a quick choice during a breakdown or an unstable scenario is difficult. It is confirmed that this technology is beneficial since it allows for remote monitoring of the process and the development of a new technical model that allows for decentralization of the whole existing arrangement. A multi-objective optimized strategy based on the SPEA2 algorithm and an electrothermal design procedure is used to build the created software. The tournament crossover and genetic variation procedures are used in the optimization process to produce a collection of non-dominated performance solutions that meet all of the design criteria. Multiple sources of energy are being coupled to offer a continuous power supply to the demand. Hybrid power systems integrate the utilization of several distinct power sources. The energy management system method is employed to optimize the PV system, fuel cell system, and battery bank in the study. In an actual experimental setting, it is confirmed. Then, to assess the design and usability of the building operating system user interface, It has assesses the design by determining whether it satisfies the stated requirements for a generic user interface for creating network services. After that, the global energy situation is influenced by a number of variables, including global climate change, worldwide geopolitical forces, and the rise in oil prices. So the prior offline monitoring system has been applied to two distinct grid-connected PV stations using the URE-RMS ADRER unit to fix the current constraints and make the system more dependable. The ANN model was used to estimate daily global solar radiation, and one of the study's key goals was to see if the ANN model could be used to build a nonlinear relationship between solar radiation and other meteorological data. A GI-based system that can determine if a train absorbs sunshine as it travels across a course in Korea has been created. The accuracy of the UV automated system proposed in research work have come to the conclusion that under ideal conditions, the total CO2 reduction would be around 56 tons per year. And then a power management algorithm that permits managing energy flows within system components, which is created to ensure efficient utilization of generated energy and to meet fresh water needs. A graphical interface developed in MATLAB GUI is used to simulate the controlled desalination system and present the various curves defining the behavior of the hybrid power system. And lengthy observed datasets are uncommon, so with verifying lengths of record and verifying levels of accessibility to determine the appropriateness of usage, this source of data must be carefully evaluated to compare it to other sources of data. So such estimated or modeled data is critical for correct PV panel size and system performance analysis, as well as the financial sustainability of a project for solar applications, making dependable solar radiation modeling programs much more difficult. Microgrids are a revolutionary idea in electricity distribution systems that are gradually becoming a realization all over the universe. They have found out that several concerns influence the fault current originally developed for the radial network as distributed generators induce changes to fault current inside the microgrid. And the power and fault current problems flow bidirectionally in both grid-connected and islanded mode of operation owing to selectivity, problem of protection, coordination, the existence of GGs inside a microgrid. In conclusion, PV technology has already been used by recent researchers for energy consumption purposes. The large number of PV systems deployed each year demonstrates each country's sincerity and duty in the fight to rescue the planet by utilizing renewable energy. And same goes to GUI, where it is used widely for its conveniences not only for experts but also for beginners in PV technology. And for future research, the GUI could be collaborated together with the PV technology, such as sizing a standalone PV for PV verification. And because of the following electrical connection schema supplied in the GUI, the quality of a freestanding PV system will be improved and the lifespan will be extended. Furthermore, by providing free electrical sizing software to PV system installers, the cost of installation will be reduced. Thank you for listening.